How you going, guys, and welcome back to Motor Hunting and Outdoors. Well, I took the Remington M700 up to the range on the weekend, and to say I was happy with the results would be an understatement. I'm totally ecstatic about the results that this rifle turn produced on the weekend. I knew it would produce a lot better grouping than what it did prior to the work, but it really surprised me yet again on how much of a difference it made. You know, I've done many other rifles, bettered many other rifles, and got pretty good results. But these results are, you know, they'll soon speak for themselves. You know, I'm ecstatic with it. So anyway, the original video I shot, I said I was using the 139 grain Federal ammunition. This is the ammunition I'm using, which is a Federal Premium Law Enforcement Tactical ammunition with the 139 grain Spear TNT projectile. Now, they haven't got the greatest of BC compared to you know, your Seirra Matchking, which I loaded and took up on the weekend, or the AMAX. Yeah, so I loaded up about a dozen or so rounds of 168 grain Seirra Matchking projectiles, and I thought I'd give those a bit of a try as well, purely because at the moment I've got some 168 grain AMAX on back order. They've been on back order for over a month and a half, so I'm still waiting on those to turn up. But yeah, so I thought I'd grab a box of the Seirra Matchking and see how they went, mainly because I wanted to see what the 168 grain's like with my 1 in 12 twist barrel. Seen a lot of footage of guys having troubles getting some decent groupings out of the 168 grain projectiles due to in the 1 in 12 twist barrel, due to it being a 1 in 12 twist. But the results will speak for themselves, guys. I never had a drama whatsoever. The group that I shot with this thing with them hand loads was amazing, and you know, we're talking bench rest quality shooting out of a hunting rifle. So, you know, to start off with, if we all remember the first video, that was the group that I shot with the 139 grains in the first video before we did the mods. That was a 1.745 inch group. Okay, guys. Now, as I said, proof is in the pudding. What I'm going to show you first is we've got a couple of 3-shot groups that are just there, which are just around about the ½ inch mark, just under ½ inch. So I thought I'd shoot a 5-shot group just to see how well they were grouping, and there we have it, under ½ inch, .458 with you know, the Federal tactical ammunition with a low BC. So not the greatest of BC, but so there you have it. So from nearly 2 inches down to just under ½ inch at 100 yards. So amazing results compared to you know, what it was originally shooting before the mods. Now, what's really astonishing, guys, is that first video that I showed, where I shot that 3-shot group with the Hornady AMAX, the 155 grain. I shot a .322 group at 100 yards. That was a 3-shot group. Now, guys, I shot a 3-shot group with this, and I was amazed. So I went ahead and took 2 more shots just to see what it grouped like with 5 shots, and unbelievable. We shot a .322 group with a 5-shot group at 100, but before I took those last 2 shots, we were grouping at .042. .042. That's bench rest quality shooting out of a hunting rifle. So here we go. I'll show you those. But as you can see, the first shot, don't worry about all the other bullet holes on the target. The first shot was up here at the top. The second was just below it, and the third just slightly ragged the edge, as you can see, slightly ragged the edge. And then the other 2 were just below that. So they were pretty much all inside the same hole, and that measured out at .42. So, but an overall 5-shot was .322. So, you know, just to show, guys, that grouping is pretty amazing. What it was compared to before. So, anyway, the next video I'll be doing, guys, is going to be on some reloading, which once I get those 168 grain AMAX projectiles turned up, I'm going to do a reloading video and show you guys how I go about reloading. Which basically what I do is it comes down to I measure every the weight of every case that I get before I prime it and after I prime it. Then also you know, I measure the weight of every projectile and you know, make sure that the it's just only for load testing. This is not for just general hunting. For general hunting, you know, I won't usually worry about that too much, but for when I'm load testing, I like to try and have everything exactly spot on for, you know, for the 3 shots or the 5-shot group or whatever it is that I'm going to be shooting. So that'll give me a real good indication of consistency. So I'll show you how I do that in the next video. But there you have it, guys. Remington SPS Varmint, you know, straight out of the box, was shooting pretty good. You know, it was shooting under half an inch. You know, with factory loads, then a little bit, as you've seen, you know, nearly out to 2 inches with, nearly out to 2 inches with the factory loads, and down to just under half an inch with hand loads. So, but we've now taken that down to half-inch groups with factory loads, and you know, basically within the same hole in a 3-shot group at 100. And also, I did shoot another target on the weekend as well out of 200. And I put a 5-shot group within a quarter of an inch, within a half an inch at 200 yards. So although I didn't get that target, it bloody it ended up ripping on me. We had a pretty windy day at the end of the day. The target got pretty torn up, so I couldn't show you guys that one. But yeah, so just goes to show, guys, you don't have to go out and spend, you know, $250 on a Timney trigger and another $600 on a Bellicast or a Macmillan stock or anything like that to get bench rest quality, you know, shooting out of your factory rifle. So just goes to show how great them M700s are. You know, if I was to probably go and true my action, you know, I could probably get that a little bit more accuracy out of it again. But I mean, to be shooting that size group at 100 yards. Anything under a half an inch for long range shooting is quite sufficient. So to be shooting the groups that I'm doing, it would be well and truly spot on. So anyway, once I do that reloading video, you know, I start to graph the speeds of my rounds, which is what I'll be doing when I do the actual load up, build up, and find a sweet round for the 168 grain. Like I say, I'm going to have to shoot them every group that I shoot. I'll be shooting through a chrony so I can track every group and take the average. Once I've done that, we'll be moving up to another range. The range I shoot at locally is only out to 200 yards, so we'll be shooting at another range which is a little bit further distance for me to drive. But that way I can start to do work out a drop chart for my rifle. The range I'm planning on going out to is a 900 yard range, so I'll be getting a lot more video footage of that range. It's a lot quieter range, so I'll be able to get a lot more video footage. I'll be able to actually set up a camera beside me, set my other camera up, and right down at the target end without too many worries of it being taken out by anything stray. So that's when I'll get some really good video footage for you guys and me at the range and behind the rifle. So anyway, guys, keep an eye out for that over the next coming weeks. It may be about another week or 2 weeks yet before I get a chance to do the next video on the reloading on this series that I'm doing. But we might have a little play around with the CZ very shortly, and turn around and produce something along those lines for you know, for the next video for next week. So also I've got coming a bench rest 22 rifle. I'm actually going to start shooting some bench rest 22 competition, so we might start getting into some video on doing that as well. So but anyway, guys, as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, favourite, subscribe. It drives me to keep making videos. And again, as I'll say, if there's anything you want to see me do in the in my videos, just leave it in the comments or send me a message there on YouTube. And you know, we'll do our best to get it done for you. But all right, guys, as always, hey, safe and happy hunting, and take care, guys. You have a good one now.